So we have some boiling water here and some sugar.
And we've rolled the sticks in sugar after we dip them in water, and we have to put 1 cup of sugar in there at a time, and we'll need 9.5
Wait,
cups
no.
of sugar.
Well, first, we can start with this one.
Yep.
And I'm going to add it to the boiling water. Make sure it's broken up. And we're going to go very slowly.
My birthday is June 20th. And you have to mix it and mix it. And we have to do it very slowly and be careful so we won't mess it up. And make sure you have clean new box jars, or just clean jars, because if you don't have clean jars, then it would mess up the whole entire thing. Then you can't have the rock candy.
You have to make sure to have a grown-up with you when you're doing this.
Yep. Why is the whole entire bottom white?
Because we're trying to let it all dissolve.
Oh.
Stove safety, 2 inches. Okay.
I'm past 2 inches.
2 inches of when I'm looking at it.
And for the rock candy to form, it takes 2 days. Which I think is very unfair.
Alright, do we need more sugar?
Yep.
If we're doing a recipe where we need to have about, let's see, how much water did you put in?
12 cups.
And how many cups of sugar do we need?
24.
And how did you figure that out?
Because 6 times 4 equals 24. Because each piece of rock candy equals 4 cups of sugar. So count by 4 6 times, like this. 4, 8, 12. So that's halfway there. And do another 12. That equals 24. Because 2 plus 2 equals 4. And 10 plus 10 equals 20. And 4 plus 10 equals 24. 4 plus 20 equals 24.
Do what I want.
Okay.
We're still getting it boiling. And if you can look down into the bottom of it, you'll see that it's got some good bubbles. But we're still dissolving it, and that's what we want it to do, is dissolve.
It's for the sugar to dissolve fast like this, it has to be super hot. Like 1,000,000 degrees.
Oh, it's 1,000,000 degrees.
It feels like it if you were the sugar.
Probably. You can look up to figure out what the temperature is, Fahrenheit and Celsius, of what water boils at.
What?
There's two versions of temperature, Fahrenheit and Celsius. Celsius is using the metric system. And there's a set point at how hot the water has to be. See that smoking? That's the sugar just touching it. That's why you have to stay back. But that set point is when the water will boil. There's also a set point at which things burn.
We could make caramel out of that.
You could.
But it wouldn't taste that good if it were burnt.
Some of the same ingredients, different process.
Yeah, that's true.
What can I help you with, Annie?
So it has to be brown sugar.
Nice.
But for it to be, I like it to be caramel, like that perfect marshmallow, toasted brown, that perfect golden brown. I like it to be the same color.
It's the cooking process that turns it brown, not the kind of sugar that you use. Brown sugar is white sugar that has been colored with molasses.
Oh, so that's why it tastes funny if you eat it.
Well, no matter what color it is, you're going to give yourself a bellyache if you eat the whole bag.
Oh, yeah. You do not want to get yourself a tummy ache. And you don't want to eat more than one piece of rock candy
This is really boiling hot.
because it will hurt. It will make you get a very bad tummy ache and never want to eat it again. Never. And I think that is I think it would be very bad if you ate like 12 pieces of rock candy if you use the same recipe as us, because we're using lots and lots of sugar. And the food colorings we're going to use will be green, red, and blue. The blue will be blue raspberry, the red will be strawberry, and the green will be for mint.
I think we should rebel. Let's do green for raspberry.
What? No.
Do what I want.
Why is it so... How does it burn so quickly?
Because sugar has a very low boiling point. And it burns very easily.
Even by touching something hot, it would burn for an hour?
No, it's not that. It's that it doesn't take as much temperature as other things to make it burn.
Can you set sugar on fire?
Yes. There's even a dessert called creme brulee, which they will bring out, and they will use a small torch to heat the sugar on top of the dessert and cause it to turn to caramel. It's the only thing you need to make caramel is heat and sugar.
That's a very easy recipe.
It's incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, but it's easy. And painful.
As more sugar gets dissolved into this, the harder it is to stir it because it's getting thicker. It's gaining viscosity.
It looks a little bit like it's like milk that the color has been dyed out by water.
It's good paper.
But if you look at it
I will
from
be
the
happy to just a
pan,
minute.
it looks pretty gross.
Well, thank you.
And you shouldn't look at it too long because it can hurt your eyes.
Being that close to the stove that's why you've got to stay back. You've got to be safe.
Well, at least my face is warm.
Always a good thing. So I'm going to stand here and stir this for a little bit. I'm going to let it boil, and then we're going to turn it off and let it cool. As it gets cooler and cooler, what's going to happen is it's going to get a little bit thicker, but not too much. And then we'll be able to separate it into your different jars.
Okay. We have to separate them into 3 different parts. In 3 different sections. Strawberry mint and raspberry. Strawberry, mint. Raspberry. Mom's on TV.
This is another good time to pause.